which is RWA, one of the sectors in crypto that I am the most bullish on, especially with the Trump presidency, with this whole TradFi institutional narrative starting to rise to prominence. The RWA narrative has really never been more primed for upside potential. Now, the altcoin that I'm going to be putting into the sell category may be an altcoin that you hold, and it's one of my best performers this cycle, and it's been doing really well, but that doesn't mean that it's the most optimal hold right now in RWA, and that is ONDO. Now, ONDO now does sit at a crazy valuation of $20 billion, and although it could keep going up, I don't think this can last forever, and it does have major unlocks happening in about a month. I think it's $1 billion unlock, and although maybe they'll try and offset it with some bullish news, I can't help but feel that that sell pressure may impact the market. If I am selling ONDO, what RWA coin would I be buying instead? Well, the first one is CHEX. CHEX, or Chintai, is, in my opinion, the bona fide Shopify of RWA. So they have a white label solution which enables anybody to take assets from the real world and tokenize them on chain. Now, if you actually look at the valuation here, it's sitting at a $770 million fully diluted valuation. ONDO is sitting at a $20 billion fully diluted valuation, and Mantra, one of the other biggest RWA coins, is sitting at a $7 billion valuation, which means, based on fully diluted valuation, CHEX is a 9x away from Mantra, and it's a 25x away from ONDO. So when we talk about upside potential, I think the risk reward of being in CHEX is much higher. And it's not about whether ONDO or whether Mantra can keep going up. Of course they could. It's about being in the best coin at any given point in time. There's some altcoins later in the video which you might be shocked that I'm putting into the sell category, but it's only because there are other coins in each of these sectors which I think can potentially outperform. Now, looking at CHEX right now, it's at 77 cents. Obviously, if it does get to a Mantra in terms of FTV, that would put it at $7. If it gets to ONDO, it puts it at around $15. Like, these are crazy multiples we're talking about, but they're not completely insane considering the RWA valuation is probably going to increase as an overall market size over time. So although I'm not necessarily aiming as a price target on CHEX for $14, I definitely think it could run into the multi-dollars, whatever that may be, $5, $10. I definitely think this is within the realms of possibility. Obviously, I got you guys in super early. As you can see, the first post I ever did about CHEX was in my Discord alpha channel at 21 cents. So this has been a great trade, almost a 4x so far. And even from the YouTube mentions, it's also up roughly a 3 to 4x, but I think it can continue to perform very well. And you'll notice when I posted my original thesis here in the Discord, I said something here that Anton was on board. Now, at the time, he wasn't really posting that much, but I did spot that it was one of his top RWA protocols whenever he did interact with real world assets on Twitter. And if you actually look over the last day, you can see 14 hours ago when Graham asked what are the top RWA teams in crypto, Ansem, who's probably the biggest figure on crypto Twitter right now, did mention Chintai Network. So it always helps having the biggest creators actually supporting these projects, and it's not only me that's bullish on Chintai, but also massive creators like Ansem, which does help it gain public awareness. Now,